Lucius Tarquinius, the last king of Rome, has been deposed. The new Roman Republic, under the leadership of the Senate, has many enemies. The nearby Etruscan kings envy Rome's key position on the hills overlooking the Tiber River. They seek to dominate Rome, as they did during the age of our forefathers. The various tribes of Italy, Samnites, Umbrians, Campanians, and others, also threaten the growing city-state. Rome will not be built in a day, but the defenses of the city must be. With Rome's border secured, her legions march out against the Italian tribes. One by one, they fall to Rome's might. This success breeds fear and enmity among the Greek colonists of southern Italy. There are rumors that they have called for help against Rome. Roman conquests of the tribes of central Italy have bred fear among the Greek colonists to the south. To their rescue comes a Macedonian, King Pyrrhus of Epirus, who lands in Italy with a mighty army, including war elephants captured in the east. If Rome were to lose to the ambitious Pyrrhus, her southern expansion would be halted. If Pyrrhus can be defeated, however, Rome's victory would awaken the world to her growing power. The Senate is sending you, Consul, to meet these Greeks in battle and show them that their fears are well-deserved. For the first time, foreign men will know the fearsome might of Rome. Against Pyrrhus's war elephants and well-trained phalanxes, the Romans suffered initial setbacks. In time, however, the legions of Rome triumphed, driving the Macedonians from Italy and opening the door for expansion into the south of the peninsula and the island of Sicily. All of Rome salutes you, Consul. Roman power is threatened. The Carthaginian general Hannibal has crossed the Alps into Italy. His successes have incited factions in Syracuse to break the city's long-standing alliance with Rome, an alliance formed with the defeat of Pyrrhus. Though no general of Syracuse compares to Hannibal, take care when besieging that wealthy city. The great engineer and inventor Archimedes has constructed wondrous methods of defense against both land and sea attacks. Although he is an advisor to Rome's enemies, he must be captured alive. Take Syracuse, but preserve the life of Archimedes, as he will be useful to us. The victory over Syracuse reminds the Greeks of Sicily that Rome will punish treachery. Hannibal's efforts to spread rebellion have failed, and his rampage through Italy has been slowed. Now, spies tell the Senate that Hannibal has called for reinforcements. Hannibal is at the gates. Though the Carthaginian general and his savage mercenaries lack the strength to take Rome itself, they have set the Italian countryside aflame and have defeated every legion set against them for the past 10 years. Now, spies tell us that Hannibal has sought out his brother Hasdrubal, who has slipped our grasps in Hispania and crossed the Alps just as Hannibal did a decade ago. If Hasdrubal's army is allowed to join Hannibal's, Rome would surely fall to the barbarous Carthaginians. Go now, Consul of Rome. Divide our enemies and conquer them. Your victory at the Metaurus River has given hope to all Romans, long terrorized by the dark specter of Hannibal. With the Carthaginian generals stalemated in Italy, our legions march against our enemies in far-off Hispania. Led by Publius Scipio, a son of the storied house Cornelius, the legions have defeated Carthage's allies, the Iberian tribes. The promising young general is not satisfied by these triumphs. He has designs on Africa and Carthage herself. Publius Scipio, your unrelenting victories over Carthage's allies have brought you renown, but greater triumphs await. With Hispania and her Iberian tribes subdued by your legions, you ventured across the sea to the hot sands of Africa to threaten Carthage herself. Your gamble has succeeded. Hannibal has abandoned his Italian campaign to rush to the defense of his homeland. The Carthaginians are numerous and will fight with the determination of men defending their homes. But you have yet another gambit in play. King Massinissa of the Numidian desert tribes has betrayed Hannibal and bolsters your auxiliaries with his horsemen. Defeat Hannibal on the battlefield of Zama, and Carthage will finally know the price of defying Rome. Hannibal has been defeated, and the leaders of Carthage beg Rome for peace and forgiveness. To mark your great victory at Zama, the Senate has bestowed the name Africanus upon you. Rome will soon turn her gaze to the north and the east for new victories. But for now, all of Rome celebrates your triumph, Scipio Africanus. Mithridates, the cunning king of Pontus, has expanded his kingdom on the Black Sea coast at the expense of Rome's allies in Anatolia. Claiming descent from both Alexander and the Persian king Cyrus the Great, he has incited the Greeks and Easterners to rebel against our interests. He has even forged an alliance with the mighty Tigranes, king of Artaxiad Armenia. The Senate is dispatching you with the legions to restore our eastern domains and humble this so-called king of kings. Your victory over Mithridates and his allies has recovered our eastern provinces and restored peace. We now control most of the Mediterranean coastline, although the sea itself is still rife with pirates who resist Roman rule. With Greece and the East pacified, Rome can now turn to clearing the sea of these pirates and make the Mediterranean a truly Roman lake.